Just on it, wild by design.
Good evening, you're watching India Today. I'm Gaurav Sawant. Our top focus story on the broadcast. Actor Rhea Chakraborty will be remanded to judicial custody is what we are being told at this point of time. She's likely to be sent to Mumbai's Baikula Women's Prison. Final arguments on her bail plea currently underway. The Narcotics Control Bureau opposing Rhea Chakraborty's bail application. She was arrested earlier on charges of being a part of a drug syndicate that allegedly provided drugs to late actor Sushant Singh Rajput. Those are images of actor Rhea Chakraborty. She's likely to be remanded to judicial custody for the next 14 days till the 22nd of September, which would be the next day of hearing of a bail application. The Narcotics Control Bureau incidentally said they did not want custodial interrogation. They did not want her custody for interrogation because they've questioned her for 3 days very extensively and corroborated the evidence that they wanted to acquire after her questioning. The NCB had earlier arrested her brother Rhea Chakraborty. Then they arrested Samuel Miranda and Deepesh Sawant, both of whom worked for actor Sushant Singh Rajput, and based on their interrogation, actor Rhea Chakraborty was taken into custody earlier this evening. For the latest, I quickly want to take you to Mumbai, where India Today's Devesh Singh joins me with more. Also, Mosmi Singh. Devesh, you're in court. What's happening? What's the latest?
Gaurav, the production of Rhea Chakraborty happened through video conferencing. She's still at the Narcotics Control Bureau office with Narcotics Control Bureau officials. She was produced through video conferencing because there was a Metropolitan Magistrate Court order that each and every accused who's being brought or will be produced in at court regarding this case should be produced through video conferencing, and it was sent to all concerned agencies, the Enforcement Directorate, the CBI and the Narcotics Control Bureau as well. Right now, the production is still going on. What the confirmation that we've got is regarding the custody application, Rhea has been sent to judicial custody for 14 days. But the bail application has been moved by Satish Manishinde, who is the lawyer of Rhea Chakraborty, and it is yet to be known what is the outcome. Meanwhile, arguments, last when we checked, arguments were on from both the sides. Prosecutor from NCB was opposing the bail, while Satish Manishinde, who is representing Rhea Chakraborty, had kept grounds for bail so that bail could be sought. He also mentioned that Rhea has been cooperative and will cooperate further. Gaurav?
Which is extremely interesting. So, Mosmi, on what grounds is the NCB, the Narcotics Control Bureau, opposing bail? They do not want her for custodial interrogation. They say they've spoken to her already for 3 days. So, why oppose bail?
Gaurav, clearly that was cleared by the top officials of the NCB that they will oppose bail, and the reason is very obvious. The Rhea has been slapped with very serious charges. If you look at the NDPS Act, the charges that have been slapped against her, they involve drug trafficking, they involve production, manufacture, transport of drugs. And those are very, very serious charges that could extend up to 10 years of jail and a heavy fine. So very importantly, as we have also broken the story that Rhea has disclosed many other names of Bollywood stars. The NCB would like to piece together all the sequence and evidences to ensure that it can get all the accused on the table to connect the dots. Remember, many drug peddlers have been accused, drug peddlers have been also arrested. Very importantly, Gaurav, if you look for the past 1 week to 10 days, there have been several arrests that have been made that involve people who have spoken to Samuel Miranda, Deepesh Sawant, and also Rhea Chakraborty, and these are alleged drug peddlers who have facilitated the transport of drug Sushant Singh Rajput, allegedly via Rhea and Shavik. So the NCB would like to piece together all the pieces, because remember, these are just charges. NCB yet has to prove those charges. Importantly, the bail plea hearing is going on. The lawyer Satish Manshinde of Rhea would be making all the arguments possible to ensure that Rhea doesn't have to spend the night at the Baikula women's cell today.
What is also very interesting, Mosmi, is the fact that the Narcotics Control Bureau, they've said that she's cooperating with investigations. It's also been said that she herself does not consume drugs. She only procured those drugs for actor Sushant Singh Rajput. But the charges, as you very rightly point out, are extremely serious, being a part of a drug syndicate. And the NCB claims that they want to bust the drug cartel in Bollywood and the drug cartel Bollywood nexus. Now, Mosmi, stay with me for